You wanted to give another hack.
Yeah, so if you have a patio set, right, or a deck, and you like spending time outside in the warm months, something as simple as getting a fan blowing low underneath the table will be strong enough of a wind force to blow the mosquitoes away from you. Because I mentioned earlier, they're not strong flyers. They can't fly against the strength of a fan. So,
Interesting.
you know how you're sitting at a table, your
Yeah.
legs always get chewed up, or maybe your rear end through the bottom of the chair or whatever.
Right.
Well, that's one thing that will prevent that underneath area zone.
What about wearing pants while you're outside?
That's a great idea.
I was gonna say I got buns of steel, so like the
Well,
mosquitoes can't bite that.
If you're, if it's hot and you got kids playing in the sprinkler and they're not wearing pants, that's
That'll happen.
yeah, they put insect repellent on them. That's what's great too about the lemon eucalyptus one is it's safe for kids 3 and up.
Interesting.
So it's a safer bet. Yeah.
What about those citronella candles?
Right,
That,
so
like I
love-
grew up and learned
I
to
know.
love, but like I always
love
felt
to
that they
debunk this.
attract.
So I learned. So I also I'm an apothecary, so I make soaps and candles and all that jazz. And I learned that candles have something called a scent throw. Okay, when you light the wick, how the scent throw is how far it will permeate in your area. Right. Those citronella candles, even if you get a bucket size,
Yeah, that's usually what we get.
are probably only going to cover like a 6-inch to a foot radius. Okay, so even if you got torches around, that's not a big radius that you're protecting. So, I mean, those are great to have for ambience and stuff too, but it's not effective in terms of warding off the mosquitoes.
I threw all mine out.
Did you?
But
Yeah.
that service that we do, we can do one-time services, ahead of your party. If you've got a big party coming up,
that's a good idea.
Your guests will thank you. Believe me, it's at least an 85% reduction in populations.
It's coming to my house this week.
Yep, and then we also do routine maintenance every single month throughout the warm months.
Is
too.
there an average? I know this is tough because every yard's different, but like an average cost per application?
I think
Just-
for an average size yard, depending on if you're city or burbs,
Yeah.
it's typically half acre to an acre is standard, and that can run anywhere between $300 and $600 depending on how vegetative your yard is, like
Got
how
it.
many bushes you have,
Sure.
how many zones. Like David, you're going to have like the pool house area and all that, so like we have to be mindful of that. But what we do is very strategic and science-based, and that's the difference between hiring us as opposed to your fly-by-night mosquito companies out there.